This is a loaded video in the sense that not only I am going to show you how to get this Nemotron Nano 3 model installed locally with the help of Llama.cpp, but also I am going to dive deeper into its architecture, which is a unique hybrid architecture, and I will make it as simple to understand as possible, and I will assume that you are not a PhD in machine learning. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member as that helps a lot. Also, please follow me on X if you are looking for AI updates without fluff or hype. And it says that I haven't posted anything. I have. I'm just not logged in onto the X from this server. So as you can see, we already have covered this Nemotron 3 Nano model. The full blown version, I have tested it thoroughly. So if you're looking for the tests of this model, please check out this video. For the local installation, let's go check out what this Unsloth version from Nemotron can be installed on our local system. Again, if you don't know what Unsloth is, I have also covered it in great detail on my channel. I have also interviewed its founder, so just check out the fireside chats. Now, this Nemotron model is quite interesting and impressive in my opinion from NVIDIA. It is a 30 billion hybrid reasoning model, and the model has a 1 million context window and best-in-class performance for sweep bench, reasoning and chat. So let's get it installed. The tool which I am going to use is Llama.cpp, which is an inference engine written in C and C++, which you can use to do inference on models on various hardware from CPU to GPU. So let's get started. I'm going to use this Ubuntu system. I have one GPU card, NVIDIA H100 with 80 GB of VRAM, because I intend to just extend the context length, but as per their model card, you can run this Unsloth version on or under 24 gig of VRAM. If you're looking to rent a GPU or VM or CPU on very affordable price, you can find the link to Massed Compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. So let's get started. First up, I'm going to install Llama.cpp. It's a brand new server. I'm starting from scratch. First up, let's update this Ubuntu server, as you can see here, and then I am installing all of these prerequisites from my local system. So let's run this. It is going to take a second. That installation is done. Next up, let's git clone the repo of llama.cpp, and we have to check out the master branch. And that shouldn't take too long. And it has switched to master branch. Next up, we need to build llama.cpp. And this is going to take a minute or so. While it happens, as was promised, let me discuss and explain the architecture of this model in as simple words as possible. So as I said, the model is a hybrid model. When we say a hybrid model, it means that the model is a combination of two different architectures, and we need to know about these two different ways AI models process text. One is transformer and the other is Mamba. Transformers work by looking at all words at the same time. Imagine reading a sentence and instantly looking how every word connects to every other word through an attention mechanism. This makes them incredibly smart at understanding context and relationship, but it is also very expensive and slow because the model need to hold everything in memory at once. The other architecture is Mamba, or it is also called as state space model. It takes a different approach. What it does is it reads sequentially like you would read a book, maintaining a compact summary of what it's seen so far rather than memorizing every detail. This makes Mamba much faster and more memory efficient, especially for long texts, but it can sometimes miss connections that transformers would catch. So what this Nano model does, it uses a hybrid architecture that combines both approaches through what's called as interleaving. What it means is it strategically alternates between different layer types throughout the model. So out of 52 total layers, 46 are fast Mamba layers that handle efficient sequential processing, but 6 are transformer attention layers placed at key depths where the model needs to pause and deeply analyze relationships across the entire context. And throughout it, mixture of expert layers are there that contain 128 specialized network but only activate 6 at a time. That gives you expert knowledge without running everything at the same time. Think of it like writing a research paper. You speed read through sources efficiently, Mamba, pause at strategic moments to deeply establish connections, transformer, and then consult only the relevant specialist when needed, which is mixture of expert. So this is what hybrid architecture means. Let's go back to our terminal, and it is still building. It takes 5 to 6 minutes, so let's wait for it. And the llama.cpp is now installed. Now you can directly pull the model from Hugging Face by using llama.cpp CLI, and you can see that I'm just putting all the layers to the GPU. There is only one thread. This is the context size. I'm just keeping it low for the moment, but you can increase it to the 1 million. I will also increase it shortly. By setting this temperature and top P parameters, I'm just using it for general use cases. If you want to use it for tool use, you can just simply put temperature to 0.6 and top P to 0.95. So once you run it, it is going to pull the model from Hugging Face, and it has started downloading the model. And make sure that you give the path correctly to that llama-cli. That is a typo in their documentation. So let's wait for it to finish downloading. And there you go, the model is loaded, and at the moment it is presenting me the prompt. Let's quickly check the VRAM consumption. I suspect it is still on CPU, but we will see. Yep, no GPU involved at the moment. I'll just put it here so that we could all check. And I'm just going to ask it, hello there. And you see, it is all running on CPU, no GPU involved. So this is the beauty of llama.cpp. And because no conversions are there, these are the prompt. This is a token per second. I'm going to ask it something like, maybe let's start with the language. So I'm going to ask it the question about reasoning. So I'm asking it, John and Mark are in a room with a ball, a basket, and a box. John puts the ball in the box, then leaves for work while John is away. Mark puts the ball in the basket and then leaves for school. They both come back together later in the day, and they do not know what happened in the room after each of them left the room. Where do they think the ball is? Let's check the model's reasoning. Not a blip on GPU. Okay, so it is, you see, it is now understanding what the question is. It is slow, but as long as it runs on CPU, why not? And I will also show you my CPU and RAM shortly. And it is talking about reasoning. It is checking the mental state. So more than the answer, I think journey is more important here. It's so fascinating to see model thinking slowly but surely. So it is passing through all those Mamba layers. It is connecting the dots through those transformer layer. It is triggering and firing up those experts which are only related to it, and then it is giving us a consolidated answer through that hybrid architecture. And then you see, after thinking, it is saying final answer, John believes the ball is still in the box. As I said, more than the answer, which I think is quite good. More importantly, the way it is thinking is really, really cool. Okay, let me show you my CPU, and then you can check out its this is my RAM and this is my CPU. Yes, beefy one, but you can just rent it for peanuts at massed compute if you like. Okay, so this is cool. I'm just going to close it, and I'm just going to check out another prompt here. And now let me check a real world coding scenario where I'm going to give it this mainframe COBOL program. And let me, yeah, so I'm asking it to fix that code. I haven't pasted the code, so this is, I have just asked that there is a mainframe program, and then I'm asking it to that it needs to fix it. So first, yep, so it is asking me what I need to provide, exact COBOL source code, let it finish, and then I will paste the COBOL code. And I have pasted the code. Let's see what model does. And it is analyzing that COBOL code, and it has got the error. Let's wait for it to finish, and I will check if the answer is correct or not. The model is still printing its result, but I just wanted to show you its thinking process. Remember, it's a quantized version, even in Q4. So even the quant is quite lower, but still the performance of the model, just look at this thinking process, chain of thought, where it has identified the issue, but it is again testing it, giving us a short answer, providing us that it's a data validation issue, and then step-by-step guide that why it happened, and then several alternatives there, how to verify. It has even given us a dummy data, and then it is verifying the inputs, still thinking, and towards the end it has given us the TLDR that the data exception occurs because some employee record contain this, and I think this is a perfect answer for it. And now let's see how we can do the tool use capability with this Llama.cpp and Nemotron. I'm going to serve this server with this model locally, and then we will call it this endpoint on our local host at port 8001. And the model is being served. The model is loaded, and now let's access it from a script. Let me take you to that script. And this is the script which I'm going to use. Tool use simply means that model needs to identify when it needs to call an external function tool to answer a question rather than just generating text from its own training data. So this is where we are importing it. This is OpenAI compatible because we are using our local endpoint, and this is a tool definition where there is a function name, and then you can see that there is a description, some parameters which are required, and then their types and stuff. This is where we are calling the model local, and then the prompt is simple, a natural language question. This will be matched by the model with this tool call. A function signature will be generated, and then we will call the function. So if I just go here and call it, I will let it run so that you would see that how long does it take on CPU. Takes a bit of a time. On GPU it is lightning fast. So you see it is still beeping and blinking. It takes around a few seconds, and you see it has already given me the answer, and you see it has called that after thinking. There is no refusal, and then it has called this function. This is the model it has used and all the tokens and stuff. So it has correctly given us the answer instead of hallucinating. So agentic capabilities are quite good, as you can see. So look, I believe a real good stuff here, not only from NVIDIA, but also from Unsloth for doing this. If you are interested in testing, just check out this other video. Please like the video and subscribe, and consider becoming a member. And please follow me on X if you're looking for AI updates. Thank you for all the support.